Welcome to Danica Daycast. Today, singing our theme song will be Daniel.
Ba-ba-da-da-ba-da, it's a podcast. We talked about, I don't know if us like doing our own theme songs each time is going to be a part of it, but like we talked about it going into this one. And I didn't think at all. I didn't do any planning.
No.
And that's why I'm a true artist.
What you mean? You go screw
Someone who can
yourself. We're
bring
both
that brilliance
artists.
from the air. Ooh, ooh.
We're both artists.
So what's going on? What's first of all, what major costumed holiday has happened from this podcast to the last?
Like, what do you mean?
Halloween happened
Yeah.
since our first podcast,
I know.
and it was chill. We had a good time.
Yeah, we had a good little party.
What I want to talk about isn't so much the party we had at our house, which is fun. We had a few friends over. It was a nice time. We had a few friends, caught up with people. I don't remember all of it, but that's a sign of a good night. It can be. It can also be the sign of someone with a bad memory and some. Anyways, this is going to be another we're little thing if I go into that too deep.
Yeah.
What I'm trying to say.
I'm so tall. I'm Daniel.
Yeah. What I'm trying to say is what I think is really worth talking about is the night before Halloween. What do? We carved a pumpkin.
Yeah, we carved a pumpkin and we watched Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo 2.
And then what do we watch after Scooby-Doo 2 movie?
The Vampire's Kiss.
We watched Vampire's Kiss with good old Nicky Cage.
Yeah.
That guy's great. I don't care what anyone says. It's
when he does the face. What's it?
There's a reason why there's so many.
doing it.
I don't put me on the spot. I don't even know. He goes with his big old eyes, which is what I end up doing in a lot of like just my day-to-day life naturally.
Yeah.
Just especially in some pictures.
But I feel like during the movie he exaggerates a lot, like what an angry businessman is.
That's what I love about Nicolas Cage. Like I always appreciate people that go like fully into something, and like Nicolas Cage, he gives a 200%, like with everything in the movie. And he's like A B C D, he goes through the whole alphabet, and she's just watching him like,
and she's like, oh my god, please, save me.
There was that whole part, the whole part where he's talking to his therapist. And then, this isn't a movie review podcast.
Oh, yeah, and then he says he gets turned on by the bat.
He was like, talk about how horny he's getting just by seeing a bat. And I thought, like, he's already a vampire by this point. Like, I think, like, oh, like, that's why. No,
he just gets turned on by a bat.
Yeah, and then it's like later in the movie, he becomes a vampire.
Because of the woman.
Because of the woman. I like him because he's weird. It's all about the weird stuff, you know? It's all about just... I like someone who can be so out there and, like, fully commit to it. And, like, Nick Cage is, like, a special... He's got a pyramid. I've heard... I don't know if this is still true. I heard this 10 years ago.
In his pyramid.
Yeah, he's got his own pyramid he's going to be buried in. He's just the guy. He's just
But
the
is
guy.
it in Egypt? This pyramid?
I thought it was. I don't know. But that was pretty cool. I enjoyed that movie the whole time we're watching it. Like, this is the greatest thing ever. And yeah, Halloween was chill. We carved some pumpkins. Should I grab the pumpkins?
Yeah,
I'll
show
grab the
our
pumpkins.
masterpieces.
And Monica, you can talk about your costume, which we'll probably show a photo of.
Yeah, I was dressed as a clown, and I scared everyone at the party.
Pumpkin one? This was Monica's.
It has two sides to turn it.
I think it has mold. I should get rid of this.
No, it's perfect.
We literally like bought and carved these like the day before Halloween.
Oh yeah, it does have mold.
It's looking weird. Okay.
Oh, and this one is Daniel's.
This one is perfect.
Yes, it is the perfect pumpkin.
It's the perfect pumpkin because it's mine. He's got a rectangle eye, a triangle eye, and I try to do a little circle nose.
Picasso.
Picasso.
Picasso pumpkin.
I need to like learn more about Picasso because all the artists I like really looked up to him.
He's a cheater.
Yeah, I don't think it, from the little I know about him, he wasn't necessarily the best human being, but
He's a cheater. A wife cheater.
but like there's that famous story of Jackson Pollock having a little a little freak out in his house. He throws like a book like across the room and screams, and his wife runs and she's like, "What's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong?" And he's like, "Oh, that Picasso, he's thought of everything, you know." And I'm trying to think of who else. Francis Bacon, I think he really liked Picasso. I think I get mixed up. Anyways, this ain't the Picasso podcast. So what's going on with you these days? Like what's going on with Danica Daydreams? What have we been up to today?
Well, today we filmed some parts of the new video, and it was fun.
Yeah. We're filming our new, and for people who don't know, like every new collection of like artwork that we put out, we have like this like big ridiculous video that goes along with it. We release it in 2 parts. Normally we have part 1 go out before we launch the collection as part of our live reveal, and then part 2 comes out the day we launch the collection, and then a couple months later they're brought into one video to be like, you know, add the finishing polish, slightly remaster and fix some things. And yeah, in this one, where are we going to?
Burial Paradise.
Burial Paradise. And the video itself is like pretty simple for like part 1.
Yeah.
And we can't reveal a ton, but I'm really excited because part 1, we're intentionally doing it pretty straightforward so that we can like really have fun and like play and like just get out there with the second part. Yeah. Like there's a sequence in the second part of our new video that if we can pull it off, I think it's going to be the coolest thing we've done in any of our videos. Things don't always go according to plan though, and we've learned that with ours. Do you remember our the original collection 1 video? So when we launched our first collection,
where I had to do those falling like
the
pieces.
Shirts. Yeah, the shirts.
Oh, I thought you were talking about something else. But the shirt with the strings you're talking about?
Yeah. Because basically the video ends, and at the end of collection 1, we were already teasing collection 2. So at the end of the collection 1 video, my thought was like Monica would be like gracefully falling from the sky and like picking shirts out. So you'd be going, shirts, 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 and grabbing them one by one as they like gently drift down. And I'm sure you remember that day too, but it was like hours and hours that we spent. We rigged this elaborate setup together. Like, you remember, right?
Yeah, with the strings.
Yeah.
And it was, you're going to pull a string, and then it was going to, like, you were going to release the string, and then it was going to pull down the shirt.
Yeah, we had 5 shirts on 5 like strings, like fishing wire, like fishing line. And yeah, I had them around my fingers, and it was digging into my fingers too. And the hard thing was I had to like with one hand pull the shirts up and down and try to like puppeteer like each individual finger is like a shirt.
That's probably why it didn't work.
Yeah, and we spent hours and hours and hours on it. And it was
And then
not
at
working.
the end, you just gave up and you just went behind the green screen and started throwing them.
Yeah, that was the end solution. I stood back and I just tossed them over from behind the green screen. But it was weird.
It was so hard to catching them because
Yeah.
I was supposed to not look and just be able to catch it. But then I had to look because then I wouldn't be able to catch it.
Yeah. But I can't remember if you look in the final take or not. I think we got.
I do.
Didn't we get to a system where I told you, like when I was throwing?
No, I do.
Yeah,
I do
well,
look.
We did our best. We did the best we could. It was
because
great.
you couldn't say because you would say when you would throw it, but you didn't know where it would end up.
Oh yeah, and that's the thing too, because I'm throwing blindly.
Yeah.
So sometimes I throw it, and Monica's like, "Dude, that went across the room, nowhere near me." But it was cool, and we got it to work. It's a miracle that shot worked. But we finally figured it out, and we kept up. We have a little thing where we can raise and lower things if we
Yeah.
want to, and you'll see that briefly used in our collection 5 video, but we're moving one thing. It's not
a whole puppeteerian.
yeah, it's not. It was insane. It was so long trying to string it up and get it going, and it was good. And I think it's cool too, because like with anything we do, whether it's like you working on the Illustrator art or me working on like the recording and editing side of the video, like we're collection by collection, we're learning better ways to do it. Like I'll voice a lot of the characters, for example. And in the beginning, I would like call out and like yell out the voices while you were acting. And then later on, what would happen was, I'd record the line separately and put it in. But then there was like weird like spacing and everything and like this. So now we just record the lines ahead of time. I press play and then it kind of goes there.
Yeah, I like that better.
Yeah.
It's easier.
Yeah. And now we're getting into stuff where like you're drawing the backgrounds before, or at least doing a little bit of the art beforehand. So we have a better idea of like what the scene's going to look like that we're recording.
Yeah,
so
but
cool.
It still changes because today
still
you were
changes.
like, it's all changing now.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why?
I'm sorry, Monica. Yeah, with one of the backgrounds, it was...
Well, I didn't really start that one.
Yeah, so it worked out.
Yeah.
But it's cool because, like, I think you see, like, the quality get better. And I think for us, too, it just means we're suddenly able to do more in the same amount of time, which is nice. It's always fun. It's fun to, like, put those up and see what everyone thinks. And Collection 5's coming along pretty well. Like, we have our stickers finished. We have our pins. We have... are 2 out of 5 t-shirts.
Yippery yip.
We're going to get the other 3 hopefully on Monday, and hopefully they'll look perfect. And then once all the t-shirts look good, we order crew necks, which we expect will look perfect, but we just got to double check. But yeah, it's weird because we have to like go through round after round after round of like we order samples, we check the colors. Because colors will show up different on like different material, right?
Yeah, so annoying.
Yeah. Like one of the shirts that we got it right on the 4th try. We had a V4 that we had to send out. But part of the fun, part of the process, all the behind the scenes will be cool. What are you saying?
Gonna release some controversy.
What's this controversy?
Daniel here. He's a cheese hater.
That's not a controversy.
It is for me.
Yeah, that's true. I just don't like it. I used to very briefly as a kid. But I don't think I was ever crazy, but I'd have like Parmesan on pasta and I had cheese strings. I'd eat cheese on pizza and slowly one by one, I was kind of cutting them out.
It's just weird when you have to eat a cheeseless pizza all the time.
It's great. It is great because cheese is just moldy milk.
I know, but it's good on pizza, or else it's just like pizza doesn't stay together, and then you're eating it and it's falling apart.
That's the fun. Then you got stuff to scoop back up
But
after. Little post-pizza snacks.
That's okay for tacos. I don't want that for my
moldy
pizza.
Milk. It's just moldy milk.
I'd rather do tacos like that, and then because you never can get a perfect bite, so it's always gonna fall out.
Yeah.
But I don't want that for my pizza. It should be I'll be staying on my pizza, and I should just be eating it up, gobbling it up.
I would love to see you have like a cooking show and like rate things on a scale of like 1 to 5 gobbles. Like, this is only 1 gobble. I'm not going to really be gobbling.
Maybe we can do that together. We can have like an eating show.
The Danica Daydreams.
But then that could be
cooking.
like, what are those things on you? Those podcasts where they eat stuff and it's like sexually like
ASMR.
Yeah, but then people could view it as that instead of like me rating food. They could be like, this is a thing now.
Well, don't like whisper. Don't go like, now we're going to gobble this. Don't do that.
Do they do that in those videos?
That's what ASMR is. That's
ASMR eating too.
Yeah, there's ASMR like everything.
Oh yeah, because the woman that makes those cakes that look like a candy that looks like brushes and objects,
some people go crazy with it.
And she does the weird voice, yeah.
But there are people that do that who don't like. There's no ASMR element, right?
Yeah, they're just eating in front of the camera, right?
Yeah. Isn't there? I think there's like a game show in some. It might be in Japan. It might not be, but where like I think people are like trapped in a room and they have to find out like what is cake and what isn't. So they'll like bite a doorknob, they'll bite a shoe, that kind of thing.
I'd be too scared to bite a real shoe. Like I wouldn't try the shoe.
Do you think they taste good?
Like a
Like
real shoe?
no. Have you ever tasted a real shoe?
No, I don't think so.
There's a pause there.
Well,
That's
I
suspicious.
live on a farm.
What does that
Anything
mean?
is possible.
What does that mean?
That just means that anything is possible. Things get thrown. There's accidents.
So first of all, your mother is a fantastic cook. Okay? Every time I've been there, I've only ever had good food. Okay?
Yeah.
If I ate some shoe while I was there, I'd know. I would know, but I've never tasted shoe. I've never tasted shoe, even when I'm at your parents' house spending time on the farm.
I think there was that pause because I smelled shoes a lot.
Like you would like pick them up and give it a whiff?
Yeah, because like I would be like,
What do you
are these
mean?
shoes? Did I wear these shoes without socks?
Oh,
like, can I
okay.
wear them again?
But you're not smelling someone else's shoe.
No, why would I do that?
And wait, what happens if you smell a shoe you haven't worn? Sorry. What if you smell a shoe that smells good and you're not wearing socks? Are you going to put those on without socks and ruin it?
Sometimes I don't care, but most of the time I do care, and then I go put socks on, unless it's sandals.
Socks are weird.
No. They keep your feet warm. I wear them during sleeping times.
Although I guess it makes sense. I was going to say, why don't they put like build the sock into the shoe, you know?
Maybe they do have that. You don't know.
But then there's no point. Then it's just extra like there are a lot of issues with the shoe industry. That's why we're proud to announce Danica Day Shoe, our new shoe company.
No, we don't have
all shoes all the time.
Don't listen to this guy. We don't have
also
shoes.
Think I don't understand why like is it wheelies or heelys? What do they call those shoes? Like the really cool ones.
I think it's Heelys. The one with the wheels?
Yeah.
Or is it wheelies?
I don't know. Wheelie, heely, whatever it's called.
I think it's Heely. I don't know.
Every shoe should have that.
No, because it's dangerous.
You got to live on the edge.
But what if you're walking...
And you can pop them out. You can pop them out.
Yeah, but then like it's just like a skateboarder shoe then, right?
I don't know. I was never allowed to have those as a kid.
Me neither, because my mom was like, it's too dangerous, and then you'll fall and you'll break your tailbone or something.
To be fair, to your mother and also my mother's credit, I've never broken my tailbone. Have you ever broken your tailbone?
I fell off the swing once, and I had to sit for a long time with those special cushions for your...
What do you mean special cushions?
You know, it's special cushions with the hole in the middle. It's like a donut cushion.
Like for your neck?
No, it's not for your neck. It's
like I'm picturing like the thing you get on an airplane though. Is it like that?
No. It's like a actual cushion, but there's a hole in the middle so that when you have like a butt injury, it doesn't hurt.
Okay.
Or like a tail.
Oh, I thought the hole was for something else.
For what?
I thought like I don't know. I don't. I thought like you'd bring it like on the toilet with you.
No.
Like if there's ever.
No, you don't see the hole. There's just a cushion, but there's no stuffing in the middle.
Okay. I thought it would be like something that like you always like you strap it onto you in the beginning of the day. That way anywhere you sit's okay. And that's why you'd have...
No, Daniel, please.
Introducing Danica butt cushions?
No.
Can I say butt?
That would be so unsanitary.
You'd have to replace them. Or just wash them.
Yeah, no, don't listen to Daniel here. Very bad ideas. Unsanitary cushions.
You But what you could do is you could find cushions that like are like near the end of their life, right? Just like normal cushions. And when they're on their last day,
Oh no.
or you save them
I
up,
don't want to hear about
you
this.
save them up for last
Spare
day,
me about the cushions.
strap it to your butt, cut a hole,
No, spare me about the cushions.
and then you just burn it after.
No.
Or sell it on eBay.
No, spare me.
I think it's one or the other, really.
You're going too far, Daniel, with your pillow ideas.
I think I am. We could do pillows, Danica pillows.
No, because you don't like decorative pillows.
Decorative? I don't like decorative. I do not like decorative pillows. I don't see the point. I don't get it. I don't get like why would you have a pillow that you're not supposed to use as a pillow? Is it to impress people? Is it for yourself?
No, it's just so you have pillows on your couch. Or so you can you can match like a holiday to a pillow. Like you can have like a holiday scene on the pillow, and when it's a specific holiday, you get those out and you put them on the couch. And then you switch them out because it's holiday time.
I also don't know what it means though to have a pillow that you're not supposed to like rest your head on. I've never seen those decorative pillows. You can still like lie on them.
No, sometimes there's like they're furry and stuff, and you're not supposed to.
I don't trust any furry pillows. That's weird. That's weird. I don't trust that. What is that? Are you making some out of like human hair? Like, oh
No, they're made out of plastic.
Every time one falls off your head. But the look you gave me, I just picture every time one of the like a little hair falls off, you set it aside in your bag, and then
that's not what happens.
You glue them on one by one until you have your furry.
That's some
furry
crazy
pillows.
Serial killer stuff.
But not if it's your own hair. Not if it's your own hair.
No, I don't do that shit. That's gross.
I see.
It gets so dirty, and then you'd have to wash it all the time.
You would have to wash it all the time.
That's gross. Do you feel like our son doesn't need to wear a costume every Halloween?
Are we neglectful parents? I feel like our boy doesn't have a costume on.
Because he doesn't need one.
We've never dressed up our boy for Halloween. We gotta make up for this. We gotta accessorize him.
He's fine. He's our boy, and he's good.
I dressed up as like as a pancake this year. Just because we went to the store and we went too late. By the time we were there, the only stuff that was left was like either, everything's either sold out or like crazy expensive. So we decided just to go with what we have. You were a sad clown for Halloween.
Sad clown.
Sad clown. And I was a pancake, but like with a bald cap. Because I just felt like there wasn't enough.
I didn't understand your costume.
Well, the reasoning I made up on the spot was like you don't want like any hair in your pancake. Okay, but I don't know if that's
a bullshit reason.
Yeah, it was really just I felt like there wasn't enough there, and I needed like something else to kind of like add to it. A little bit of pizzazz,
That's not a pizzazz. You adding a bald cap. That's just you being like, I am bald now.
I feel like it fit. I feel like it worked.
I
feel like it worked.
Well, I gotta do my job as a girlfriend. Gotta say it doesn't work.
You're not my girlfriend.
Disagree. Yeah, I'm your fiance.
You're my fiance.
But it's still my number one job as a fiance too, to disagree.
Yeah, that's fair. I can get that.
Disagree on your bad ideas.
Should I talk about what, like, right after Halloween, what I thought, like, we should do?
I don't know.
For Halloween costume? Well, Mary and Jones.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Because we have, like, this running joke. I can't remember. I think you started it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why don't you tell everyone all about it?
Okay, so everybody's saying that Jesus comes from God, and that's why they had to leave Israel or something.
Was it Israel? What? What are you saying? They're leaving Israel?
I don't remember. Anyways, everybody thinks that Jesus comes from God and Mary was virgin.
Yeah.
She was a virgin. And well, I just thought that maybe like there was
There's
like
someone else. This is the
virgin.
The virgin
Mary
birth?
cheated on Joseph, and that's why that's a big controversy. And then she lied, and she said, "I'm a virgin, and I'm pregnant with God," because she didn't want to be prosecuted.
She's telling lies.
So she was telling lies about how she made this baby with Jones and not Joseph. And
she lied about God.
It's a big controversy.
But Jones is the real father. Jones is the real father of Jesus.
But
I'm calling it.
He's not present in the lifehood of Jesus.
No, he's like a total dirtbag, I think.
Yeah.
You know, he hit it and quit it.
And then Joseph was like, "I'm going to step up." And then and then they lied about where Jesus came from. They said, "Oh, he comes from God."
Came from God. He came from Jones.
Jones.
Jesus, Mary, Joseph,
and Jones.
So maybe next Halloween we can dress up as them.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll forget. I don't know what Mary would be. It would be pregnant though, and I guess a couple of the friends we hadn't seen in a little while. So we might have they might have thought something that wasn't true.
What?
Well, I guess so. But if you have if you stuff a balloon under your shirt, I guess you won't really look pregnant. But if you had like a
you're
fake
always the pregnant one in our costumes.
So I'm Mary and you're Jones. We can do that.
Yeah,
I'm down for that. Yeah. I got no issue. I'll dress up. Yeah, we should do that also, next year. I'll be Mary. You'll be Jones.
Pregnant women don't get big that fast, Daniel.
Well, but to be fair, some of our friends we haven't seen. I don't want to name the names of our friends, but some of them we hadn't seen for I don't know, like at least 6 months or so, right?
I guess, but I don't know.
I'm just saying. It's a good idea. We'll see.
You're always the one that's saying, "Oh, I'm pregnant."
Oh, Maybe I am.
No.
Well, I had that old YouTube video from when I was in like I don't know, grade 10 or grade 11 with my friend and we the whole joke of the video is I was explaining to my friend, I was like, "Hey man, I'm pregnant." He's like, "What do you mean you're pregnant?" And I'm like, "I had a dream where I held a girl's hand and kissed. And no, wait, I was holding a girl's hand and kissing at the same time. We weren't using protection." And he's like, "Oh my God, you should have known." Blah, blah, blah. So yeah, I can. Next year I'll be Mary. You'll be Jones. Okay, I want to grab what I bought from Value Village. I want to show the people our little Value Village purchase because I'm very proud of it. I'm very proud. I don't know where I put it.
I think it's on the table somewhere.
I'm on the hunt.
On the hunt for a weird knick-knack that Daniel purchased from the Value Village. And he's a-looking around the table, and he found it, and he's a-coming right back, and he got it.
Okay, so this is my new... this is one of my favorite things. Okay, so... The big thing, at first glance, it looks kind of normal. Look at this man's neck. Look at this. Look at this freakishly... I don't know which angle's the best. Look at this thing. I don't trust this man.
Yeah.
Would you still love me if my neck was that long?
Of course. And I would make fun of it, though. I wouldn't name you like Daniel the Giraffe or something. I'd come up with a cooler name than that, though.
Yeah.
Like
Dan the Giraffe Man?
No, it has to have more of a ring to it.
If you can think of a good giraffe name, comment below. Let us know.
Daniel Giraffica.
That's just you. You would be Giraffica.
Well, my name works better with it. Deal with
Your
it.
name is fantastic. You think it's time for a fun little segment?
Are you ready, Daniel?
I think I'm ready.
Are you?
I'm ready.
Are you?
What are we doing, Monica?
Are you ready for reals?
But what are we doing, Monica?
I don't quite know.
We're going to draw!
I'm hyping it up. Get out the colors, people.
So for those who don't know the drill by now, we got this lovely squid head. We're going to shake it up. We wrote some ideas before the podcast. And we're going to draw them. Yeah. Here, you can do the shaking this time.
Oh.
Just give it a good... That's perfect. All right. Can I pull?
It's time.
What will it be?
I
picked this one here. Oh, it's mine again.
Why?
Sorry. This is not intentional. Dinosaur wedding. We're doing a dinosaur.
I'm taking it personally.
Dinosaur wedding.
Dinosaur wedding?
Yeah.
It could be any dinosaur.
Any dinosaur. And marrying dinosaur. At least one other dinosaur.
Oh.
Although I guess it doesn't have to. All it is a dinosaur wedding.
Okay. Gotta remember how dinosaurs look.
Well, don't they say they don't know what like the dinosaurs like actually like their color was? Like I think it's like a good guess or something.
What do you mean? I think they're more feathery. I'm gonna turn it sideways so I have more space for the dinosaurs.
There was that like dinosaur that like doesn't exist. Like you know the one I'm talking about?
Yeah, the one with the long neck.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think what it was like
it's two dinosaurs they found together.
Yeah.
And they just mixed up the bones together. But how did they know they didn't do that for any other dinosaurs?
Yeah, I know, right? Like I always think that's interesting. Like what stuff have like we gotten wrong, you know, that we'll like learn later on. Like there was that painting. Don't know the name of the artist, but there was that painting that they found out was like being hung upside down after like 75 years.
And now they're still gonna hung it upside down.
Yeah, because they don't want to like do damage to it. You know what? This guy's reminding me of Shadow of the Colossus boss. So I'm just gonna put on his weak points. There. That's where you got it. Don't look.
Oh, now I'm not allowed to look. You're right.
That's where you stab if you want. It's the one in the water. You know, I think it's like number 8 or something. But it's like the
Daniel's obsessed with that game.
Shadow of the Colossus is literally like the best game of all time. It is 100%. It is.
Oh, le pupa.
I'm disappointed the white crayon doesn't do much. I
Why
wanted
should it?
I wanted to do like a veil and everything, but nah, it's not happening.
Why does it have to be white?
It really doesn't. Because the whole like white wedding dress thing is always a bit dumb anyways. Like it's because the woman's supposed to be pure.
Oh, I'm a virgin.
And you're giving her away. Nice
purity.
Nice pure prize. And then you give the dad a goat or something, right? And he said, do a trade. They trade women like Pokemon cards.
Well, a goat is like nothing compared to the woman. I don't understand.
I think especially back in the day, and still now, but like especially back in the day,
but
I feel like a lot of people didn't think women were all that much either.
Okay. I don't know. Like maybe like Camels is more because they're bigger like humans, but it's still not the same. It's still not.
So your argument. Oh, I'm sorry. So your argument isn't like you shouldn't like treat like the bride as property in exchange for like a different animal.
Shouldn't be a thing
it's
anymore.
It's the wrong animal. That's your
that
gripe.
Could be the thing
like,
too.
Let's upgrade the animal here.
Like the camel's like bigger than human, but it's still not a good equivalent because it still shouldn't. A woman still shouldn't be worth like a goat or a camel or something else. It should just be what.
Yeah.
It should just be like the woman is worth everything. I don't know.
Yes. I was just thinking, with our wedding, could we flip it? Could we get a camel? But like.
For what? What reasons?
But we can like do it the other way, like somebody like pays a camel like in exchange for me, and then we got a camel.
Why?
Like maybe my dad gives us a camel, and we just hang around. Like we don't even ride it. Like, because if I was a camel, I wouldn't be ridden all day long. I just want to like chill out, hang out on the couch, play some Xbox, drink some Mountain Dew. Do they hold? Are their big back things? Do they hold water in there? Is that what they do?
Yeah.
So could they hold Mountain Dew in there?
No, it's just water. You can't get to that part.
I'm disappointed.
You're always disappointed.
We need some like GMCs, like a genetically modified camel. That'd be pretty rad. That's a pretty wedding dress. Oh, mine are just naked. They're not wearing anything.
What? Mine is naked too.
That looks like a dress. Oh, are those spots?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was like a cool like pajamas.
No, they're having a nakedness wedding.
That's weird.
Nakedness woman. I'm just realizing that I made Godzilla by accident. Great.
I'm done mine. Cool. So is the first one like an elephant dinosaur?
No, he's the ones in Barney. There's Barney, and then there's the other one that has
like the yellow guy,
the crown. Yeah.
Yeah. I know what you're saying.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm using Barney as a reference.
Barney's like the best reference. I mean, I think honestly, like at least half of the dinosaur content I've watched has probably been Barney. Do you remember the other thing too is with Barney? You ever hear that old rumor back in the day as a kid where like Barney got off the air because he stubbed his toe and swore?
I don't remember that.
But the thing is, from what I've been told, like the guy in the suit is totally different than the guy that's voicing it. And even if a guy stubbed his toe and swore, I know he stubbed his toe and like swore at a kid or something. Although also it's like one of those like made up like child like rumors. Like every time you heard it, it would get a little bit different, a little bit different, a little bit different. And it was like, it started off like, oh, Barney swore his toe and said, oh, darn. And they were like, no more. And then it was like, Barney swore his toe and, said, F you, kid, I'm going to burn your house down. And it always escalates and gets more and more and more. Everyone hated that purple dinosaur, though.
Well, I thought he was frightening because of his teeth. His teeth looked too perfect and not pointy enough.
Yeah.
And that freaked me out. But, I went to all the Barney concerts anyways.
You went to Barney concerts?
Yeah.
How was it? How was the mosh pit?
I don't remember any mosh pits.
No.
At the Barney concert.
That would be great. That would be amazing. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
Moshing with Barno.
Barno Marsho. But now I like that people like put them in like these like scary games, zombie games. Like It's cool.
There was that zombie game, Left 4 Dead, and I remember like back in the day, you could download mods that replace like all the zombies with like Teletubbies. It's like one of the most disturbing things. It's so freaky.
Why you gotta shoot down the TVs?
But I don't know what it is. I don't know if people just like they hear it too much and they get annoyed by it. But it's always that childhood stuff. Barney, Elmo was the other one. Remember, like people would set the Tickle Me Elmo on fire.
Oh yeah, and they would send it around like places.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Elmo never did anything wrong.
Elmo was always my favorite.
I'm very excited for this. I feel like Monica's is better than mine, but I do my best.
Okay.
Okay. Can I show mine first?
Yeah.
All right.
You've been waiting.
I have been waiting. So this is mine. Okay. So this is mine right here. So first of all, you got a big old green dinosaur. You can see he's holding a ring.
Is it like T-Rex?
Yeah. So you got like a T-Rex looking fella with spikes right here. He's holding a ring, and here's that bird.
Pterodactyl.
The pterodactyl that was also in Shadow of the Colossus. You can see its weak points are there. I think there was one on the head, and there was definitely one like near the back. And like, oh, if your grit bar starts dropping, you gotta like let go and catch on, and the wind is rushing through your hair. It's exhilarating. And I thought dinosaurs can't speak English. That's ridiculous. So what are they saying? So this guy's saying "rar," and then "rar" made me think of like 2010 like Tumblr humor, and then XD. Do you remember that's what like the early. That's what the internet was like 12 years ago.
You mean the one with the dinosaurs like ee?
Yee, that guy?
Yee.
No, but because of that Yee video, I've been like saying Yee for like the last 6 years now. All right, so here's mine. It's fantastic. It's fantastic. Let's see Monica's art.
Okay, so I got these two lovely dinosaurs. There's Godzilla.
Is this one barfing?
No, it's eating lettuce. See, this guy's saying, "I do." So stop eating your lettuce. And then this woman's like, "Yes," because she's gonna stop eating the lettuce. Apparently,
I thought you were gonna write "Stop eating our kids."
No. Why would I? No.
Because I didn't see the why. I
no,
thought
they're living happily ever after. They're just.
They said stop eating R, and then I thought it was going to be kids.
No, it's just the woman dinosaur's eating lettuce.
Oh no.
And just Godzilla doesn't like that. He wants her to say "I do" without the lettuce in her mouth. You know.
I like it. I think it's chill. It's like legs have little McDonald's arches.
No! Stop saying McDonald's.
McDonald's.
This is perfect, and it doesn't include McDonald's.
But it could.
But it doesn't. Because this is a happy...
For the right price, it will.
It's a happy wedding, and...
For a happy meal.
And then she's eating her lettuce while saying "I do."
She does. Yes.
And Godzilla against that.
That's awesome. I love that. That's pretty cool. Okay, cool. I think that's... You got any other cool stuff to talk about?
Godzilla, duh.
I think that's it.
Gotta talk about the Godzilla more.
The Godzilla. Do you have anything to say about Godzilla? So that's it. This has been a good podcast.
Remember
Godzilla.
And his wife that wouldn't stop eating lettuce.
Remember Jones. Jesus. Mary, Joseph, and Jones. That's us. This has been the Danica Daycast, episode 2. We are Dan and Monica. You can also call us Danica.
Monica.
And I think that's it. Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
See you next week.